The incident, which occurred during what should have been a routine red carpet appearance, has raised serious questions about celebrity security protocols, the pressures faced by public figures, and the blurred lines between professional protection and personal concern. Was this simply an unfortunate accident? Or does it reveal something deeper about the challenges celebrities face in an increasingly invasive public sphere? The answers might surprise you, and what happened next has left industry insiders questioning everything they thought they knew about celebrity safety. Within seconds of Lu Yuning hitting the ground, Zhao Lusi's professional security team sprang into action, but not in the way anyone expected. Rather than immediately pursuing the approaching individual or creating a protective barrier around their client, the guards' first instinct was to check on Lu Yuning himself, raising eyebrows among security professionals and fans alike. The scene that unfolded was captured by dozens of smartphones and cameras, with footage showing the security personnel helping Lu Yuning to his feet while maintaining a watchful eye on the surrounding crowd. This split-second decision by Zhao Lusi's security team has sparked heated debate across social media platforms, with some praising their humanity and quick assessment of priorities, while others question whether their primary responsibility should have remained solely focused on their client. What made the guards react this way? Were they responding to an unseen threat? Or did they recognize something in Lu Yuning's actions that suggested this was more than just a simple stumble? The controversy deepens when you consider the relationship between these two beloved Chinese entertainment industry figures and the intense scrutiny their every interaction receives from millions of devoted fans. But here is where the story takes an even more intriguing turn that has left entertainment journalists scrambling for answers and fans divided into passionate camps. The identity of the person Lu Yuning was apparently trying to intercept remains shrouded in mystery, with conflicting reports emerging from various sources at the event. Some eyewitnesses claim it was an overzealous fan who had somehow breached the security perimeter, desperate for a closer look at Zhao Lusi and her stunning Vogue-worthy ensemble. Others suggest it might have been a member of the press corps who stepped beyond the designated media area, perhaps seeking that perfect unguarded shot that would dominate tomorrow's headlines. More controversial theories circulating on Chinese social media platforms speculate about whether this individual might have been someone from within the industry itself, possibly another celebrity or influencer hoping to create a viral moment by orchestrating an impromptu meeting with the rising star. The lack of clear information about this mystery person's identity and intentions has only fueled the wildfire of speculation, with amateur sleuths dissecting every frame of available footage in hopes of unraveling the truth. What we do know for certain is that whatever Lu Yuning perceived in that moment caused him to react with such urgency that his own safety became secondary, resulting in the dramatic fall that has now become the talk of the entertainment world. The exclusive Vogue event where this incident occurred was already generating significant buzz before the dramatic turn of events, as it represented one of the fashion industry's most prestigious gatherings of the season, bringing together A-list celebrities, influential designers, and powerful media figures under one ornate roof. Zhao Lusi, who has been enjoying a meteoric rise in popularity following her critically acclaimed performances in several hit dramas, was attending as one of the evening's honored guests, her presence eagerly anticipated by both fashion critics and her enormous fan base. Her appearance at the event was carefully orchestrated, with her styling team spending weeks preparing the perfect look that would capture the attention of fashion publications worldwide, while staying true to her personal aesthetic that fans have come to adore. The actress arrived in a breathtaking custom creation that seamlessly blended traditional elegance with contemporary edge, her hair and makeup executed to perfection, every detail calculated to cement her status as not just a talented performer, but also a fashion icon in the making. Photographers jostled for position along the red carpet, their cameras clicking in rapid succession as she posed gracefully, her smile radiant despite the overwhelming attention. Lu Yuning's presence at the same event initially seemed coincidental to casual observers, as he was also invited based on his own growing recognition in the entertainment industry, where he has successfully carved out a niche as both a charismatic actor and a talented vocalist whose powerful voice has earned him a dedicated following. His career trajectory has been nothing short of remarkable, transitioning from virtual idol performances to live-action roles that showcase his versatility and natural screen presence. Industry insiders have long noted his professional demeanor and the respect he commands among his peers, making his sudden physical intervention all the more surprising to those who know him as typically composed and measured in his public appearances. The fact that these two stars were at the same high-profile event was certainly noteworthy to their respective fan bases, but few could have predicted that their simultaneous presence would result in such a dramatic and concerning incident that would overshadow the fashion showcase itself. The sequence of events leading up to Lu Yuning's fall has been reconstructed through multiple eyewitness accounts and the various video clips that have since emerged on social media platforms, though Discrepancies in these testimonies have only added to the confusion and speculation surrounding what actually transpired. According to the most consistent version of events, Zhao Lusi had just completed her official red carpet walk and was being guided by her management team toward the venue's interior when someone in the crowd began moving in her direction with apparent determination. This individual's approach was noted by several people in the vicinity, though opinions differ wildly on whether their intentions appeared threatening, overly enthusiastic, or simply misguided. Lu Yuning, who was positioned some distance away and had presumably finished his own media obligations, somehow became aware of this approaching figure and made the split-second decision to intercede, moving quickly through the crowded space in an attempt to place himself between Zhao Lusi and the advancing person. What happened next occurred so rapidly that even those present struggled to provide a coherent moment-by-moment account, their recollections colored by the shock and confusion of witnessing a beloved public figure suddenly losing his footing and hitting the ground hard. Some witnesses report that Lu Yuning may have been attempting to navigate through a particularly dense cluster of people when he lost his balance, while others suggest he might have tripped over equipment or barriers that had been set up to manage the crowd flow. A few observers have even proposed that in his haste to reach Zhao Lusi's position, he might have been inadvertently pushed or jostled by others in the crowd who were equally eager to catch a glimpse of the celebrities. The fall itself appeared serious enough to cause immediate concern among those nearby, with audible gasps and cries of alarm rising from the assembled guests and media personnel. For several tense seconds, Lu Yuning remained on the ground, and the uncertainty about whether he had been injured created a palpable atmosphere of worry that spread rapidly through the venue. The reaction from Zhao Lusi's security team in those critical moments following the fall has become one of the most analyzed aspects of the entire incident, with security professionals and entertainment industry veterans offering conflicting assessments of whether their response was appropriate given the circumstances. These highly trained individuals, whose primary responsibility is to ensure their client's safety at all times, found themselves in the unusual position of having to make an instantaneous judgment call about the nature of the threat they were facing and the best course of action to take. The fact that they chose to immediately assist Lu Yuning rather than focusing exclusively on the mysterious approaching individual, or whisking Zhao Lusi away from the scene has been interpreted in various ways by different observers. Supporters of their decision point out that a person lying injured on the ground in a crowded space presents its own safety hazards, and that their quick assessment likely determined that the situation did not represent an active security threat requiring evacuation protocols. Critics of the security team's response, however, have argued that in the current climate where celebrities face increasingly bold and sometimes dangerous encounters with overzealous admirers or mentally unstable individuals, any breach of the security perimeter should trigger an immediate protective response that prioritizes the client above all other considerations. These critics contend that while humanitarian concerns are admirable, professional security personnel must maintain their focus on their designated protectee, and that assistance to others, even fellow celebrities, should only be rendered after the primary client has been secured. This debate has reignited discussions within the private security industry about best practices, the challenges of making split-second decisions in chaotic environments, and the unique complications that arise when high-profile individuals are in close proximity to one another at public events. Training scenarios rarely account for situations where one celebrity might be injured while attempting to protect another, creating a moral and professional dilemma for security teams whose protocols are built around clearly defined roles and responsibilities. The footage captured by attendees shows Zhao Lusi's guards moving with professional efficiency to Lu Yuning's position, their body language suggesting both concern for his condition and continued awareness of their surroundings as they assess the situation. One guard can be seen kneeling beside Lu Yuning, apparently speaking to him and checking for signs of injury, while another maintains a wider surveillance of the area, his positioning strategic to observe any further unusual movement in the crowd. The care with which they helped Lu Yuning to his feet has been noted by many commentators as demonstrating a level of compassion that sometimes seems absent in an industry where celebrities can be treated more as commodities to be protected than as human beings worthy of genuine concern. The guards' actions in those moments created a temporary shield around the fallen actor, their bodies forming a barrier that prevented the crush of onlookers from overwhelming him as he recovered his composure and attempted to stand. Lu Yuning's condition immediately following the fall has been a source of considerable speculation and worry among his fanbase, with social media platforms flooded with concerned messages and demands for official updates about any potential injuries he might have sustained. Initial reports suggested he was conscious and responsive throughout the incident, which provided some reassurance to worried supporters, but the lack of immediate detailed information about his physical state left many questions unanswered. Did he hit his head when he fell?